The Skate franchise has always been very solid on its map design, Skate 2 being a personal favourite of mine for any skateboarding franchise. So when Skate 4 was announced, I naturally thought, I wonder what they're going to do for the map. Well, that's why we're here today. I've already tackled Isle of Grom in my previous video, but for better or for worse, I've decided to tackle the main map. It's a pretty big undertaking. The map is decently sized and quite dense. Similar to the last video, I'll be reviewing spot by spot, but this time, instead of doing it area by area or neighbourhood by neighbourhood, I've written the spots down, jumbled them up, and we'll be counting them up at the end to see which neighbourhood has the best spots and whether Skate has more good spots than bad spots. To decide on what's good or bad, I've created 3 categories: the good, the mid, the terrible. This is going to be a long one, so let's get started. Just to clarify, my criteria for a spot is as follows. It needs to hit one of the following requirements: be a named spot, have a fast travel spot, be a distinct area, be a distinct spot, be a park. There will be a few exceptions. I'm not going to review random spots that are just on the road. I'm not going to review random transition spots. Not transition as in vert, transition as in it's between one spot and the other. There's plenty of them like that are pretty popular. I might deal with those in another video, not right now. There's going to be lots of spots that meet some of these requirements that I'm also not touching. That's because they're either not worth talking about or they're being reserved for another video. Anyway, there's still plenty of spots for me to review, so let's get to it. Alright, let's get to the first spot, Uppercut in Hedgemont. This is a pretty good line and we're starting off pretty solid. This spot is awesome. It's got a really good flow. There's lots of ledges, kickers, gaps, rails and stairs. It has a meaningful line. It's realistic-ish. There's lots of banks, lots of variety. There's a lot of ways to attack this part of the map. This is a great section of the game. There's so much to do here. I could spend hours skating on this little section of the river. The only issue I have with it is this mega ramp, which should come no surprise if you've seen my Isle of Grom video. I do not like this mega ramp. I think it's really pointless. It goes nowhere. It's just very silly. It's a jump to a ramp to landing in a bank to going onto a freeway and then nothing. I don't understand. The map just kind of dies off suddenly towards the end as well, with just ledges and benches, and not in a particularly pleasing order. I categorize this as good. Alright, SV News Courtyard / Plaza. I do not enjoy this spot very much. It's got pretty bad flow. It could be so much better. There's always a bench blocking the perfect spot on a ledge. Exactly where you want to jump on and grind, there's always a bench blocking the jump. It's really annoying. The curves aren't very interesting. This is just benches and rails, and they're not in a particularly interesting fashion. There's no amazing flow line for this. It's quite frustrating to skate on. The only reason this isn't terrible though is that if you put some hard work in, you can actually come out with something decent. It just takes a lot of work to come up with a decent line. Just completely cut out that stupid little kicker at the start that gets you onto the bank and barely gives you any speed, and if you do get speed, it's too much to skate this area anyway. So I give this mid. Alright, Grabster stage. This sucks. It's a bunch of ledges with bare run up. The quarters and the outer balls suck. There's nothing of note here. It's very mid. That's all I have to say. Strand Street. This is a personal favourite of mine. This is an awesome street section. There's plenty of rails, ledges and stair sets to hit. Decent speed too on most of them. It's very tight, so hitting the line is very rewarding. Especially if you hit a nice good one that takes into account most of the obstacles. The only issue with this is the tightness of the spots also brings out the game's flaws, and its lack of polish regarding collision and the animations. It's quite short, and the load and dock area is pointless. However, it's still pretty good, so I give this a good. P-Hus slash parking house slash parking garage, whatever you want to call it, game calls it 4 different things. Strong variety is the main message of this one. The lower levels have a lot of fun lines, and you can hit every single spot in one nice sick line. It's pretty fun. There's some nice rails and ramps to hit. It's fun to bomb down the roads too. There's a fun little mega section jumping from the roof of the building next to it to the top of the elevator. This stands out amongst the other mega lines because it's pretty rewarding to hit, because it's very hard to land sometimes. My only cons is the top floor sucks. Very boring. Again, this is mostly because of the game's engine, but you get too much speed on the ledge when you grind it all the way and you'll just bail at the bottom. The church gap, I think we can all agree, is terrible. It's pointless, you got nowhere to land. It just gets you in the park, but you can't skate from there to the park, you just have to jump down. However, the lower levels are the redeeming quality here, so I give this a good. Alright, Rolling Reverence slash the Church. I'm not going to say the full name, it's quite stupid. Anyway, we're not here to argue about names, we're here to review spots. This is honestly a very well designed park. The floor lines are amazing, there's just an amazing floor around the whole park. The fun box in the middle is a particular standout for me, and would you look at that? Euro gaps. Lots of potential lines here, it's visually beautiful. I spend a lot of time in this church getting a lot of lines, skating quite a bit. It's quite varied too, it's pretty decent. The only cons is the outside sucks. It's so boring outside, there's nothing to do, but a church courtyard has so much possibility, but they absolutely mess it up. There's little to nothing to do. The lighting effects in the church, by the way, destroy performance. And also there is the fact that this is the ending to the mega line from the parking house. That automatically deducts points, but the park itself, good. The SV News Building Park, the part that's on the roof. When I first initially started playing this game properly for a good while, I was skating on here quite a bit. I very much enjoyed this park. I loved hitting the picnic bench on top of the fun box, and I loved hitting the grinds on there. I really enjoyed the flow of this park. However, as I've started to play the game more, I find myself coming here less and less often. I think that's because of just how small it is. That's mainly an issue with me though, so I'm not going to dog on the park too much. It's still very fun. This gets a good. Alright, San Van Central Post. This spot sucks. This is so boring. It's super boring. It's clearly supposed to be Brooklyn Banks, right? Great. That's fine for session, but spots like this don't play into Skate's gameplay at all. This isn't a sim. This is quite an arcadey game, so spots like this are a net negative. They suck, they drain the flow from the game, they kill the speed. It's just not fun. There's little to nothing you can do here. The sculptures are just kickers, nothing. I do like the stair set here with the handrail, but that's pretty much it. The ledges are useless, they can only be hit at awkward angles, and it could be fixed into a decent spot, but we know it won't be. This is going to be our first terrible spot. There's 35 spots in total that I'll be looking at today. We will be here all day if I go one by one, giving each its due. The only issue is, a lot of these spots are not worth talking about at length. You know, they're not incredibly terrible, they're not incredibly mid, and they're not amazing. Think of this as kind of a dishonorable slash honorable mentions list, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to call it a lightning round. Alright, first off, Eel Side Tunnels. I do love this part of the map, but I understand it's not much to write home about. The DIY bits kind of destroy it, there's too much clutter. Rolling Waves, it's pretty good, it's just quite repetitive. The street section needs to be a lot bigger, there needs to be more fun boxes and ledges. Get rid of the majority of the vert section because repetitive, there's too much of it. Blue Light Beach, I love Blue Light Beach. Blue Light Beach is awesome, but the only issue is that it doesn't flow amazingly well, and those rolling bumps kind of take me out of it. Tri-Towers Terrace, this is good. I especially love that little bit towards the end of the spot where you jump up over the rail. You can hit a little slappy on this quarter pipe, and then you can roll down in. I skate this pretty often. Steamer's Ranch. This is a pretty good little park on the beach. It's got a nice little barrier for you to skate on. Nothing to write home about, it's fine. The pier towards the end is also very fun. You get to hit those little, I think it's called Third Navy in real life. It's pretty fun though. Highline Bridge near the Corp Plaza. So this is the bridge that runs across all of the districts. Really fun to skate the whole thing, but there's a lot of ledges and benches. That's it, there's nothing else more. Used to be a really good spot when that event was going on, when there was a bunch of ramps and stuff there, but ever since that got taken away, nah. Corp Plaza, mid. I don't even really want to talk about this. This is very boring. I don't understand how people skate this part so much. It's a bench and it's a bank. Lucre Financial Gardens, I think that's how you pronounce it. This is mid. It's not terrible. It's just, again, it's banks with curves on top. It's just nothing special. It's mid. The Orb, look, I get it. It's fun and fast. But other than that, what is there really here? There's these stairs, there's a rail, there's a sculpture. I don't know. This isn't for me. Mid. Bonsky Skate Park. Look, I get that this is trying to be a real skate park. I know it's a replica of a real skate park, pretty much. Inspired, let's say that. It's fine. Doing the air to gap is pretty fun when you come down the roll. The bowl itself is just kind of okay. Again, as we're going to see throughout this video, realistic spots just don't translate well into skate. It's just an issue the game has with the gameplay. It's too arcadey. So Bonsky is mid. Pivot. Pivot's pretty good. But it's just kind of the same old. Just ledges and stairs with no real spice. So I give it a mid. Scaff. The Seaside College of Art and something. Man, alright, this is supposed to be the Pyramid Ledges. It's a famous spot, but again, it doesn't translate well. I think there's a theme coming along with these IRL spots. The main issue is that the ledge leads straight into another ledge. The only way to dodge it is to pull off into another direction after grinding, which will probably lead you to a bill. It has potential. I'm sure you can get some amazing lines if you really focus, but casually, it's mid. Grabs them all. I don't think there's any argument here. This is terrible. Imperva Towers. I know this is going to be controversial, but I think this is mid. I enjoy the upper levels. There's some fun mini plazas up there, but the mega is pointless. I also cannot stand the ground floor plaza. It's very boring, open and bland, and has one of the worst missions tied to the game. So yeah, mid. The vault. Mid. This is supposed to be South Bank, but it does not translate well. The rest of the spot is just fine. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to really say. It's just quite mid. Presidium Residences, terrible. It's just a bowl and stairs. There's nothing of note here at all. That's the lightning round over. Now we're going to get back to giving the spots their due and giving them something to talk about. Alright, Casper Hotel in Goldcrest. Stairs and rails, that's it. Nothing particularly interesting about this spot except its horse statue, but that's it. Its weird little ball thing in the back of the courtyard in the middle is like quite useless, so this gets mid. The Promenade, whatever you want to call it. Man, I love this place. It's part of the south/southwest coast. It's a very nice flowing linear line across the coast. Lots of stairs, rails, ledges, some carving sections and quarters. It's a great part of the map. Honestly, I don't have any complaints about this part. Actually, I got one, but this is more due to the gameplay. The vert in Skate, it needs to be fixed. The transition just doesn't work. So this would be a million times better if the transition worked, but even in its current state, I love the Promenade, sorry. So I'm going to give this a good, and if there's better than good, I would give it. Rectory Park. This is incredibly mid. It's actually so mid, there's not much to talk about. It's got no flow, there's no interesting design, it's got a boring statue gap. It actually points out Skate's biggest flaws in its map design. Pointless realism, These poles ruin this long rail. It's mid. This long grind would be great, but they ruined it. Mid. Alright, stadium. This is unfortunately one of my least favourite parts of the map. It's boring as all hell. The roof sucks, there's nothing to do on it. It's downhill and then there's a jump. That's pretty much it. The stadium grind is boring after you do it once. The mega ramp is pointless, right? It goes nowhere. Okay, you jump up, you hit the bank, you roll in, you jump up again. You're probably gonna have to spread eagle to the middle. If you're lucky, you get to just ride in and then you go nowhere. If you're lucky, you'll end up on the road, but you'll probably smash into a curb. Yeah, pointless. My big issue with Stadium, and why it's one of my least favourite parts of the game, is that the stadium itself is just a reminder of Skate's broken promises of having Brick Switch complete by now. The stadium is obviously going to open when that happens, so anytime I see it and I see that it's closed, I just get reminded that, EA just won't keep its promises. And with the adjustments to the roadmap they made recently, yeah, no surprise. So, where is the stadium, guys? When is it opening? Terrible. Alright, back to the normal reviews. We've got 4 more left. Alright, first one. Stale Fish Brewing Company. This is awful. It's just an alley and a parking space. This sucks. The bank of the wall has no run up to get enough speed to do something decent. Some ledges and rails. This sucks. It's terrible. And why is there a light in the middle of the wall? This has cost me a lot of lines. Tri-Towers Mega. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I don't have fun on this Mega line. I do, and I enjoy the Tri-Towers area in general, but this Mega Ramp is kind of the epitome of my issues with the Mega stuff. Is that it leads to nowhere. That last quarter pipe you hit, you either hit the launch ramp on the left and go nowhere, or you hit the launch ramp and you ride down the tower onto another quarter pipe, which leads you into a wall. I don't get it. I see people skating this all the time, and I just don't understand the purpose of it. It doesn't take you to a spot where you're going to want that speed. This high-flying stuff just personally isn't for me. I do enjoy it when I'm playing the game casually. However, when I'm actually playing the game and wanting to level up in areas and stuff like that, the Mega Ramps is like the last place I want to go. It's just not rewarding to hit. Yeah, so like, this gets a terrible from me, unfortunately. Alright. SV Lorks Hangout. Why do you think I dislike this spot? Yet again, it's that P word. Purpose, right? This Mega goes nowhere. It ends in a quarter pipe, which 9 times out of 10 you just gotta teleport out of, or you can just fly off into the buildings on Strand Street. The rafters on the side of the Mega. This is so annoying. Why are they there? I get that it's realistic, but we don't need it. This is Skate. We don't need to have 2x4s sticking up on the side of the Mega Ramp because that's what would happen if you built it in real life. We don't need this. It causes bails. It's pointless. Also, what is this DIY spot on the left hand side? You cannot land in it. Barely, at least. You can barely skate it. It kills your speed when you do skate it, and it goes nowhere. It leads you into the billboard. SV Lorks Hangout. Terrible. This is it. The worst. The source of it all. Corp Tower. The epitome of Skate's misguided design philosophy. Where do I even begin? The climb up there is tedious. It's very annoying, and it takes a long time. And there's no reward for getting up there, because there's absolutely nothing to do up there. Yet, it's there. There used to be a Mega Ramp on here, and it was terrible. The community kind of agreed it was awful, because it went nowhere. Yet again, it was 3 ramps that led you into a wall. Okay, and also, just on a side note, I do not like this ever-evolving map. That season where they brought in all of those ramps near the undercut and the uppercut too, and near Presidium residences and on the High Line Bridge, and also on the buildings around Corp Tower. That made the game a lot more playable. It gave us purpose for going up these tall buildings, and they just took it out without replacing it with anything different, and I think that's a seriously misguided step, and they're actually just taking steps backwards. Anyway, back onto Corp Tower. This just proves to me that EA really do not understand the Skate franchise as a whole, and neither do the developers. They can LARP as skaters all they want. They're just not. They don't know what they're doing. Who wants Corp Tower? Who benefits from Corp Tower? No one. So why is it even there? Because it's realistic? Because they're paying homage to Mongo Corp? I don't know. I really don't understand why this is here. This is the worst part of Skate. And I know you're probably thinking I'm overreacting. You're probably saying, it's just a tower. It's just a flat spot up top, but that's the issue. It's a tower that you have to climb up for like 10 minutes. And it's a hard climb. It's boring, it's repetitive, it's tedious. And you get up there and you get nothing. Just like you work your ass off doing missions and objectives and challenges and you get nothing. It's the whole point of Skate is that you're supposed to work your way up and you get rewarded with spots, with being able to create spots, unlocking spots, draining pools, getting access to places you never had before, and that's all gone. That's all gone, and Corp Tower is a reminder of that, because there should be something at the top of that tower. You should be rewarded for climbing it, but you don't. You get to climb on a crane and you get to jump up on a piece of plywood. This is just the epitome of EA not knowing what to do with the game. Just creating useless spots where there could be something good. There should always be a mega ramp at the top of Corp Tower, no matter what. Otherwise, it's wasted space. Okay, ladies and germs, we made it through my entire list of spots that met my criteria. We did quite a few. This was a big undertaking again, so I just want to say before I read out the results, if you guys could like, share and subscribe and comment, my last video from my perspective, in relation to me, to my YouTube career, it blew up, for me at least, and it did really well. It's doing really well, and I'm getting a really good response from it. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched, to everyone who subbed and commented and liked. It means a lot. It's one of the first times I've ever put out a serious video, so it really made me feel good to see the response from that. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, let me know. Show me some love. Alright, let's get to the results. So we have 12 good spots. We've got 14 mid spots. And we've got 8 terrible spots. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised. I thought there was going to be way more terrible spots than that. I thought terrible was going to outweigh mid, and I thought mid was going to outweigh good. When I think about the map, there's only a few spots that I really think about because they're the only spots I like to skate, to be honest, like Strand Street, Rolling Waves, you name it, Steamer's Ranch, you name it. There's a few. So it came to a surprise to me that I actually liked and was kind of indifferent to the majority of the spots, and I only kind of hated a handful. I think, again, it comes down to EA's design philosophy, or to be more accurate, lack thereof. They seem to just be throwing everything at the wall and just seeing what sticks. And it seems like nothing is sticking, because they keep doing these community parks that no one likes. They do parks that people do like and they never bring them back. You know what I'm saying. I think EA just needs to take a step back They should have never released Isle of Grom, in my opinion. They need to focus on fixing Brick Switch. They need to open it up. There needs to be fast travel points there. The stadium needs to open. They need to get rid of Corp Tower, or at least give it a mega ramp to boot. And to be honest, I think it would do the community a lot of good if both sides of the spectrum stopped being so zealous. If haters like me just chilled out a bit and were like, yeah, you know, the map is fine. It's not terrible, which I did say in my Isle of Grom video. I said it's terrible, but to be honest, it's not. It's close to terrible. It's beyond mid, and it's very close to terrible. It's just too dense. There's too much going on. It's really difficult to just get some space in the map. I think open world, it's a bit of a misstep for Skate personally, but hey, that's neither here nor there, right? This is the game we've got to accept it. How can we fix it? By being realistic. Let's stop asking for stupid things. Let's stop asking for new maps. Let's ask them to fix this one first, because collision on half of the obstacles doesn't work. There's so much more to do to make this game functional and worth playing at this point. So I think if we can all stop glazing, and if we can all stop hating too much, then we can meet a decent middle ground and actually get the game to work and to be worth playing. Anyway, this has been Radvid Media. This will be my last Skate video for a bit. I'm getting a bit burnt out on Skate. Like I said, this is a big undertaking. So I'm going to chill out on Skate for a bit. There's going to be another video of another game, potentially a movie, coming out soon. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, Radvid Media. Thanks for watching.